It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chiefs and Gang Green, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dawson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Dawson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Dawson. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's Kelce on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Dawson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
To the right side, it's Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
To throw on first down is Namath. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Each Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Garrett, not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Garrett, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's tackled on the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the gun, Dawson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dawson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Garrett. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
An extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Starting the drive was Snell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Namath. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And here now is Travis Kelce. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all three will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dawson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Dawson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. On 1st and 10 now, Namath. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now Namath. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Namath. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Dawson. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 5 yards remain on second down. Back to throw. Dawson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun is Namath. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down now, McNeil. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Namath now from the gun. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Now a give here to Snell. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Snell yet again. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Oh, yeah.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Namath. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Namath, and that's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Namath. Going deep for Walker. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 1st down, Garrett. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Garrett, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dawson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Namath to throw on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play fake, now Namath. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Watch 84. Watch 84. He's going.
Namath to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10.
I got it. Check.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 6 there on first.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Second down at 4. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Garrett. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on second down, Dawson. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On first down, Garrett. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Garrett, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. On second down, It's Garrett, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.